A long time ago, in the mind of George Lucas, a galaxy was born. For so many, this Star Wars universe that he created is much more than a blockbuster movie franchise. And for those of us who truly love this world of fantasy, we are on a never-ending journey of discovery. Part of this revolves around the interviews, behind-the-scenes stories, and making of documentaries, or collecting props, replicas, memorabilia, and in many cases, official Star Wars toy merchandise and cosplay events. Today, we will immerse ourselves in a one-of-a-kind traveling Star Wars props and memorabilia exhibit. It's an up-and-close, detailed look at some of the very real, very recognizable collection of some of the most popular and well-preserved pieces from that galaxy far, far away. We begin with the Star Destroyer model that started it all. It was that first scene that rumbled in the movie theater. This is the model of Vader's ship, as seen flying overhead in the opening scene of A New Hope. An iconic piece of movie history. When we first see Carrie Fisher in A New Hope, this is the dress she wore, an instant classic and one of the franchise's most recognized pieces of wardrobe. Next is everyone's favorite astromech droid, the lovable R2-D2, standing at 3 foot 2 inches tall. This costume was worn by Kenny Baker in episodes 4 through 6. Then it's C-3PO. This is the costume worn by actor Anthony Daniels, who holds the honor of speaking the very first line of dialogue in A New Hope. Did you hear that? And here's a Jawa, seen for the first time in episode 4, traveling in a sandcrawler. This is the miniature model used for filming. The land speeder, a certain farm boy's mode of transportation in the desert. During filming, a mirror covered the wheels that can be plainly seen in this footage and reflected the image of sand, as shown in the inserted image. This created the illusion of a floating vehicle. Darth Vader, considered the most recognized villain in cinema. This is the costume worn by David Prowse, the first man to wear the suit, who stood close to 7 feet tall when in costume. Voiced by James Earl Jones, Darth Vader's character delivered one of the biggest lines in movie history.
No, I am your father.
Shown here in great detail is Vader's headpiece and helmet, worn by Hayden Christensen in Revenge of the Sith. The Imperial Stormtrooper, a fan favorite, first introduced in 1977 in Episode 4, these troopers were not clones, a method of trooper production used in Episodes 2 and 3. This 1977 costume's instantly recognizable, intimidating helmet and armor design is the work of 1976 prop maker Andrew Ainsworth. The infamous Stormtrooper blaster, another marvel of movie prop history, known among fans as the E11 Standard Blaster. Next is the blaster of the galaxy's most famous bounty hunter, Boba Fett. This prop was used in The Empire Strikes Back. Here is what most fans consider the coolest explosive seen in the movie franchise, appearing in Return of the Jedi. You can get a much better view of this little device as it appears up close for only 4 seconds of total screen time in the movie.
Holding a thermal detonator.
The ITO Interrogator. This unit is seen in A New Hope. Enjoyable to see up close now in this exhibit. Not so enjoyable for those who the Empire used this device upon when interrogating prisoners.
Han Solo and Chewbacca.
The unlikely hero, Han Solo, and his faithful sidekick Chewbacca.
Looking good.
Here are the costumes used in episodes 5 and 6. This Chewbacca costume was worn by 7'3" actor Peter Mayhew. The part of Han Solo was played by Harrison Ford, with Ford standing at only 6'1". In the movies, Chewbacca towered over Han Solo by a good 1 foot 4 inches. As much of a character as any actor plays in the Star Wars movies is this, the Millennium Falcon, the ship most famously used by smugglers Han Solo and Chewbacca. This ship has helped win many battles in the Star Wars movie universe, most famously helping Luke Skywalker destroy the first dreaded Death Star in A New Hope. Known among fans as a YT series freighter ship, the model shown here was used in the filming of The Empire Strikes Back. The Empire's fighter series craft, known as the TIE Fighter, TIE, standing for Twin Ion Engines. The Imperial All-Terrain Armored Transport, also referred to as the AT-AT or AT-AT Walker, making its screen debut during the Hoth battle scene in The Empire Strikes Back. This was one of several models used in the stop-motion animation filming. The AT-ST Walker, as seen in both The Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. This, too, was a model in some scenes of Return of the Jedi where they used stop-motion animation to bring it to life. Shown here is a model that was used in Episode 6. The X-Wing Fighter, the fighter series ship used by the Rebel Alliance, and our hero, Luke Skywalker ship. The model here was used in the filming of Episode 5. This is Jedi Master Yoda, or rather the puppet used by Frank Oz in the filming of Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
That is too cool.
This is the Jedi training remote seen in Episode 4 on board the Millennium Falcon. The original Wampa costume from The Empire Strikes Back. The snow creature that captured Luke Skywalker at the beginning of Episode 5. Also from The Empire Strikes Back, the cold weather assault Stormtroopers, commonly known as Snowtroopers. This suit was used in the filming of the attack on the Rebel base on the ice planet Hoth. And one of the best uses of stop-motion animation was this posable model of Luke on his Tauntaun, providing fans the very believable experience of our hero riding on the back of this domesticated snow lizard patrolling the ice planet of Hoth. And here is the Rebel Alliance macro binoculars used by Mark Hamill in the opening sequence of Episode 5. Here, another eye-catching and important droid to the Rebel Alliance in Episode 5. It's the 2-1B series medical droid, and directly next to that is the prop of Luke's hand used in Empire. From Cloud City, this is Lobot's headgear. Lobot was a human male who served as the chief administrative aide to Lando Calrissian on Cloud City over the planet Bespin. Pictured here is the FX-7 medical assistant droid used in Episode 5. You can see this droid monitoring Luke Skywalker during his Bacta tank treatment.
These are actual props. These are the actual. To let you know, these are all props or actual movie memorabilia. The costumes are real. The props are real. That was a Stormtrooper costume used in the movies.
That trips me out.
Isn't it awesome?
Darth Maul's double-bladed. That's way too cool. Palpatine's like, no. Palpatine's lightsaber.